So how much money do you make in a day?
It's like 10, 11,000 per day, every single day.
From the humbling streets of Detroit to driving Lambos and living his dream life, some are left wondering if he is another con artist in the young entrepreneur space and actually made his money in NFTs, or if he's the real deal. That's what I want to find out in this video, taking a deeper dive into his claims and see if his story has any holes in it, and conclude if he is really the man he makes himself appear. Almost closing on 1 million subscribers, he has been in the YouTube game for a good time, but to really understand his story and the legitimacy of it, we have to start in the beginning, and that is in Romania. His parents immigrated from Romania to the United States in 1988. When Romania was still a communist state, it's no wonder his parents wanted a better life. So off to the US they went, in Detroit, which is where Sebastian spent most of his childhood. Now, unfortunately, Detroit is known for having his high crime rates combined with the eventual divorce of his parents. It really seems the odds were stacked up against him. But rather than letting life's cards play him, Sebastian decided to shuffle his own deck. Growing up with little to no money, envying his classmates at school, made him decide that his poor beginnings wouldn't hold him back from a wealthy future. Sebastian initially set his sights on becoming a neurosurgeon, drawn by the attractive salary and how it fit with his goal of wealth. He mapped out a detailed plan to realize this dream. First, he would work his way through college to become a nurse, funding his education independently. Following this, he planned to secure a job as a nurse in a hospital, using his earnings to clear any debts. His ultimate aim was to leverage this foundation to fulfill his lifelong ambition of becoming a neurosurgeon. Waking up in his high school years, Sebastian got a job at a restaurant serving up culinary masterpieces at a high-end Mexican eatery, also known as Taco Bell, paying him $8.25 an hour. So even though his first paycheck was only $90, tasting something else than tacos, the taste of money, it was enough to ignite the spark in him. He moved his job to a better paying one, at a car wash, where he would rizz up the customers to tip him more. This also led him to get a job selling windshield, start flipping cars and all other kinds of side hustles. After saving up some money, he made his first big purchase. But don't tell Dave Ramsey, blowing it all on a sports car, an Infiniti G35. This gained him lots of attention from his friends and classmates, which just made his hunger bigger than quesos.
What do you mean bro's built like a 1x1 Lego piece?
For money and clout at least, he kept hustling and saving money up, trying even more hustles like flipping go-karts, selling muffins at school, being a caregiver, and many others. All of this hard work accumulated his net worth to around $5,000 to $10,000. Coming from a long day of hustling and grinding, Sebastian opened up YouTube to chill, opening his homepage and seeing a recommended video by Graham Stephan. Curious, he clicked, got hooked, and kept watching video after video. Sebastian was astonished to see how he was living his lavish life, seemingly out of just passive income from his real estate properties. He now had a new vision of becoming a full-time real estate agent instead of going to med school. He was already picturing just driving in a white C300 Mercedes to turn on some light switches and talk about how nice the neighborhood is. He wondered what he would do in his free time while he wasn't selling houses. And after searching how to make money online, he stumbled upon a business called dropshipping. Think we all know what dropshipping is. This piqued his interest, finding a product and launching his Shopify store with the link from my description, obviously. And just like that, nothing happened. The store did not take off, but he didn't give up. He created more stores, and one eventually made him the humble sum of $35,000 worth of sales in a very short period of time. Seeing success, he started even more stores, running different types of ads, learning even more about the art of shipping out products directly from its homeland China, and making even more bread. At this point, he was working 3 different jobs: a caregiver, real estate agent, and now a dropshipper, and seeing his massive gains from it. His other jobs no longer made sense and were not the most optimal use of his time, so he quit them and focused full-time on his e-com business. On September 16th of 2017, the stage was set for Sebastian Ghiorghiu, posting his first YouTube video, which caught some traction. But other than that, his growth was pretty normal until he posted the following video.
$991.73 in 14 hours on Shopify.
It was ranked as the #1 result when searching Shopify for a very long time. The ad revenue, affiliate deals, and an eventual course release, his wealth only grew exponentially from here. Turning 19, and with about 80 grand to his name, life was going pretty good for Sebastian, but something was missing. A GTR. This ended up being a great move for his online presence and clout, although even with his success at such a young age, it took a mental and physical toll on young Sebastian, and instead of spiraling out of control, he took a break from YouTube and started focusing on his health and hitting the gym. Still continuing to grow, at 21 his net worth was around 500 grand, and just as Sebastian was riding high, life threw him a curveball. A virus went viral in the worst way. Sebastian broke up his girlfriend of 5 years, his house lease broke, and he found himself back under his mom's roof. Understandably, Sebastian hit a slump, pressing pause on almost everything as a wave of depression washed over him. Yet, this low tide marked another pivotal turn. Instead of sinking, he mustered his strength, rose up and dove into a fresh venture, launching a Google Ads agency. He also bought his first house, which he flipped with his brother for a profit of over 40 grand, and his ad agency continued to grow to a 6-figure monthly revenue for him. His break from YouTube was short-lived, coming back stronger and posting even more consistently. He cracked up the dial for focus at max. He was not playing no more, with a serious drive to improve himself and putting even more effort in everything he is doing. His agency was doing great, most of the work being outsourced to other people, so he had more free time for himself. As we all remember, during the viral virus, he got into crypto and stock trading, where he made single trades that gained him over $75,000 in profit. Continuing this journey, turning that 75K and 600K, it was like he was playing poker as the house. This turned him into the NFT space, trading NFTs, making videos about them, and different projects, really solidifying his name in the NFT space. With the NFT money, he bought more cars. After that, he took another break from YouTube, but now it seems he is yet again back with even bigger ambitions, judging by the vision he shared during Biahiz's podcast.
Yeah, so I'm really only going to make videos about things that I'm really interested in. So like I was telling you guys before, last night I filmed a 2-hour video, which is by far the longest video I've ever filmed. And this one was about macroeconomics, world orders, how America's declining in power, how the value of the dollar is declining, inflation, what's going to happen, how to protect yourself. These are all things that I'm interested in, so I made a really long video. I think the video will be like an hour and 20 minutes long.
Now, this is the narrative that Sebastian is pushing, but is it really true? After doing some digging, looking back at his older videos and watching an unhealthy amount of them, it really seems like his story stayed consistent over the span of about 5 years. The information he is giving about ecom is legit, and it's coming from someone who knows what they are talking about. He really did make his money off dropshipping and his ad agency, having legit customers. The NFT part of his journey is as clear as mud can be in a swamp, knowing it's a very fickle and grimy business. There haven't been any rumors about him committing fraud in the monkey.png space. Sebastian is someone who you can listen and take advice from, and I'm actually glad to be part of the young generation of men who can have this role model in their life.